Hello, YouTube land! Check your clocks, it's amateur hour time! Welcome to another segment of Amateur Theater, where I react to funny internet videos. And this time, this was a request by a friend of mine, and they wanted me to react to something called Death Battle, which is, in Death Battle in particular, Bowser versus Eggman. So, for people who don't know what Death Battle is, it's been a while, honestly, since I've watched Death Battle. This is like years, years ago when I watched Death Battle. Like I said, for people who don't know what Death Battle is, Death Battle was a segment where, I guess, not necessarily gaming characters, but like pop culture characters, cartoons, movies, video games, music, I don't know, all the like, would go head to head with each other in a battle to the death and see which one was more victorious. It was hosted by two people from what I've known. I don't know if it changed up nowadays because it's been literally years since I've seen them. But I don't know if it changed, but usually it was hosted by two people called Wiz and Boomstick. And they would talk about and analyze each different character's powers and weaknesses. And they would pit them, they would visualize and make an animation based on their skill set and see which one was the better, opponent. So, and who would win in the death battle. Some of them, one person would win, some of them, the other would win. And I think at one point, some ended in an actual tie too. So, yeah, I remember in particular, there was the one that I watched that I do remember was Bomberman versus Dig Dug. I think that was one of them. Another one was Goomba versus Koopa, which that one's actually one of my favorites from what I watched long ago. There was Blanka versus Pikachu. I remember Goku versus Superman. Another one was Vegeta and Shadow, I think. Mario and Sonic, Luigi and Tails, Fox McCloud and versus Bucky O'Hare. I think that was another one. So yeah, those was basically like some that are just to give you an example. So they would talk about them, their powers, what they did, how they reacted, their weaknesses, and then after they discussed everything and after a couple like sponsors, they would head them into the battle and see what we get. So this one is, of course, as you can see from the title, Bowser versus Dr. Eggman. Now, this is a very hard one for me because one, it's against two of my favorite gaming villains in all time, like in any video game ever. Mario-wise, Bowser is the freaking best. He can get vicious when he wants to be. Nowadays, he's considered like a goof. He's kind of a goober when it comes to being a villain. But back then, Bowser was ferocious. This man, honestly, he can get scary when he wants to be. Like even in the Mario movie, like the new Mario movie, he was terrifying. Like legit, like he did terrify me. Like Jack Black played a wonderful Bowser. He actually played Bowser well. Like not only did he play his love for Peach, like he played it off really good, but then there's also the side of him being like a ruthless, villainous leader of his army, the Bowser's minions and such, and him like his lust for taking over the world, the kingdom, and destroying Mario in the process. So that he got to the point where he even went to his world, Mario's world, and tried to destroy him there. Like, that's wild. But then we can't single out Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman has had many a scheme. He has the IQ, like literally in his song, I am the Eggman. Like he's a smart cookie. And Sonic can take him down, but it never was easy when it came to Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman literally had plans that would be, I want to say develop, but like unleash in a matter of days. Literally in Sonic Heroes, one of his plans took 3 whole days, and he was almost at the 3rd day and almost took over the world. Dude literally busted apart the entire Earth to release a demon. Like, like come on, Eggman is a threat. He too is a threat if you're not watchful of him. So these two mega villains, these super villains, these pillars of evil, like going against each other like this. It's wild. And the fact that they even concocted a scheme or two together. I want to say mostly because of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, but still, a scheme is a scheme, and it almost worked perfectly. So, with that out the way, I gotta ask myself, who's gonna win? And that's hard because I go for both of them. Eggman's literally my favorite character in Sonic to begin with. So I'm going for Eggman. I want to be part of the Eggman Empire, but then I kind of want to be part of the Bowser Minions because I grew up with Mario playing this game for like through and through and seeing Bowser and how he is and man, this is gonna be a hard one. This is gonna be a hard one to vote for. So I'm just gonna stay a neutral party, but we'll just see. We'll see who's the better one. Who knows? Maybe it'll end in a tie. You never know. But let's go ahead and jump right into it and watch with conviction and watch with absolute excitement and awe. So let's go ahead and jump right into this and have some fun. You know what to do, guys. Leave a like for Amateur Theater. Leave a like for more reactions. This is by, I think their channel is actually called Death Battle. So you can check out their other Death Battles if you want. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. And I'll also leave a link to this video itself, so you won't have to listen to my constant 2 cents and, you know, me pausing constantly and talk about my thoughts and so far and so forth. So, with that out the way, I don't know any warnings. I honestly don't. I can't really tell you. Because, it's like I said, it's been literally forever since I played Death Battle. Since watched Death Battle. This is like, yeah, a long time ago. So, yeah, let's have some fun. Subscribe. Hit that comment section what I should react to next if you want to. Because I want to do more reactions on the channel. I do. I've been meaning to get Amateur Theater up and running again, like I say every time, but this time for real. Today for sure. So enough talk, enough games. Let's go ahead and press the play button right now. I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. I'm hyped. In 3, 2, 1.
Sponsored by Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
Oh boy. Coming up. Oh god. Is that? Hold on. I just looked on the left side of Bowser's Minions and I just saw King Babam. That's all I saw. I saw nothing else. No, I saw nothing of Eggman's side. I just straight up saw King Babam. He was the first one that popped into my head. I'm like, huh, so he's on that side. All right. So we're not just, oh my god, I see Bowser Jr. in there too. Oh god, he got his kid going in there. I mean, I guess, but we'll see. Oh dear. Death Battle.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman, the king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks.
The baddest of badniks.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Oh, it's still them.
Job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, so they're still here. Wiz and Boomstick.
The mushroom.
All official material related to a character is applied to analysis unless found contradictory to primary source material. This includes English translations, certain alternate media, theatrical releases, and crossovers. Mario Kun and Smash Bros are not applicable. Okay. Huh. Wow, I guess they're really going depth to this. I guess think of Death Battle like game theory, but instead of it being one thing, it's against 2 things, if that makes any sense. So game theory, but with boxing gloves. Basically.
Kingdom, a peaceful land of kindness, adventure,
of course,
love. Ah, boring. Move aside, princess. It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself.
King Bowser. My boy.
The
Bowser.
moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate
Prince Bowser,
of the mushroom world. The Koopa clan. Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters.
Background. Full name, King Bowser Koopa. Yep, that's his full name. 34 years. Huh, he's 34 years old. He don't sound like it, not gonna lie. He is 10 feet. Jesus. Bowser's a straight up 10 feet. Alright. Yeah, 305 centimeters. His family, his son, Bowser Jr., his right-hand man, Kamek, Magic Koopa, or I guess you could, like, technically his foster dad, I guess, because back in when Yoshi's Island, Baby Bowser, the Koopalings, which were his kids, but then eventually, I guess, became a close relation, and his dead brother. He has a dead brother, apparently. Hobbies: dancing, golf, go-karts, and tennis. Okay, I can see all of this being true. Favorite food: cake, drumsticks, and steak. Yes, that's actually true. He adores himself some spicy drumsticks and steak. He loves Princess Peach, obviously. That's like literally the standpoint in every single Mario game ever. and his family, especially his son. Yeah, he holds his son dear. Like Bowser Jr. his baby, legit. He hates the Mario Bros with a passion. Mario especially. Yoshi and swimming. Ah, what about Yoshi? I guess because he hangs out with the Mario Bros, I suppose. And swimming.
Fated to a life of infinite jump farming for one-ups.
I actually haven't been able to do that.
Wanted a different world, but Princess Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became infatuated with
He
her.
really
So
did.
He turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle and another
one.
Like 40 years of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was foiled time and time again by those pesky,
Pesky
Mario Brothers.
plumbers.
However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's persistent.
Like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Yeah, he has poison gas. Yeah, he has a lot of stuff, especially with his black magic. Like he can do a lot of stuff. Yep, he has his fire breath, which can vary based on the game. He can shoot little fireballs to just massive flamethrowers of fire. Immense strength. Yep, he can lift. Like when you say he lift, bro, he can lift. Inhale, that's from Bowser's Inside Story. So yeah, he can suck up like a lot of things with his vacuum breath. Alteration, size alteration. Yes. That's also a thing. Like it's not necessarily magic that keeps it going. Apparently, like there's proven in Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, there's actually something in his body that makes him huge. Like I want to say, like when you play the 2D Mario games, for example, Mario Bros. Wii, like you know how when you defeat him and then he comes back like super massive and you like gotta run through the castle while he's breaking the walls. Yeah, I want to say that the magic kind of helps support him by doing that. But in his body, there's something that makes him larger. Like all the time when you see him in his mega forms, when you think you got him in the lava. But that's like a in case of emergency type thing. So when he's about to die, that's when he's like he grows massive like that. Magic, duplication. Yes, he does make copies of himself. That's a thing, especially back in the old Mario games. Elementally evocation. I think that's what the poison gas from Mario RPG. Reality warping, shape-shifting, teleportation, time travel, transmutation. He's done all of those things. Holy crap, yes. Enhanced forms. Castle Bowser. Yep, Mario Wonder. Dreamy Bowser. That's in Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Dry Bowser. That's when he's dead. But at this point, they kind of made him like a different, like he's like a separate being. Fury Bowser. Oh god, don't even get me started on Fury Bowser. He got like that simply because of how his anger for Mario, his hatred for Mario. There was no like calming him down. He was just one big pillar of rage. And Meowser. That's when he was cat. Oh man, I'm already hyped.
Beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark
Yeah,
magic.
black magic. That
Hell
was
yeah.
a thing.
Wizard Turtle.
The
Wizard
original
Turtle.
NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how
Yeah.
to turn the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, animating his undead skeleton, and worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party.
Bowser Revolution.
I stole those coins fair and square.
Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it.
Dang. I wonder why the clown car motif, though. I've always wondered that when playing every Mario game. Why a clown? Because he has the Koopa clown car. Even his son has the junior clown car. I just want to know why a clown. According to Miyamoto, Paper Mario is canon. Ooh. Mainline games frequently reference it and vice versa. In these games, Bowser resists time stops and his star rod matches the star spirits. Who created Dream Team? Paper Mario is canon? Oh, that's beautiful. Paper Mario 64 is canon. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Yes, that makes him all the better. Paper Mario 64 is like one of my favorite Mario games I've ever created. So holy crap, it's canon. Mainline games frequently reference it and vice versa. Yeah, they do. I remember playing Mario Kart Super Circuit. That's the one on Game Boy, I believe. Where if you're on Rainbow Road, it actually shows Bowser's castle in the sky from Paper Mario 64, which is super cool.
This is the same guy
Yep.
that created multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yep.
got an ego on him. He's talked about having a 4-digit
With my 9, I remember this part. I do remember this part. With my 9,800 IQ, I'm Bowser the Brilliant. Yep, that's exactly. I remember this part. I have this game.
IQ, but I've seen this moron put death traps in his own backyard. A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of
Goomba.
World 8-4.
He has a lot of them too.
Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories across the mushroom world.
He has
and
a lot.
beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the
Tiny.
infantry. Some with wings,
Paratroopa.
some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and
Yep,
Lakitus.
the Koopa Troop. He has a lot of, he has an army, dude. Like, a lot of people. All right, the generals of his troop. Bowser Jr., the Elite Trio, which is Private Goomp, which leads the Goombas, Corporal Paraplonk, which leads the Koopas and the Paratroopas, and then Sergeant Guy, which mans the Shy Guys. They're like the leaders of those the battalions. Which, fun fact, Elite Trio is actually where I got the name for my gaming group, me and my best friends, Eric and Robert. We're the Elite Trio. That's where I got that fashion from. Inspiration. We have his right-hand man, Kamek, King Babam, the leader of the Babams. Well, there actually is an actual leader of the Goombas too. Also, the Goomba King from Paper Mario. If they want to say it's canon, then the Goomba King has to be in there too, which is also known as Goombas. Oh, it's right there, King Goomba. Yep. King Babam, King Boo, Kami Koopa, which is like the leader of the Magic Koopas, the Koopalings, which is I guess like they're like another higher up next to the Koopa Troop, and then Petey Piranha, which is technically the king of the Piranha plants. Yeah, there's a lot of kings in Mario. I'm telling you, a lot of kings. Okay, we got the troops. We have the Chain Chomp, Charging Chuck, the Goomba, Hammer Bro. Well, we can't say the Hammer Bro in particular. There's actually a lot more bros than just Hammer Bro. We have Boomerang Bro, Fire Bro, Ice Bro, Sledge Bro, Sumo Bro. That's another one. And the amazing Flying Hammer Brother, which is on the blocks. Yeah, I think that's like 6 bros in all, yeah? Koopa Troopa, Magic Koopa, Piranha Plant, Shy Guy, and Wiggler. And now we have the airship fleet, which is the Babams, the Broodals, which are the rabbits from Mario Odyssey, Bullet Bill, and Bonsai Bill, and King Bill, I should put that in too, Lakitu and the Spinies, para units. Okay, so the para units are kind of formed in one group. Now we got the aquatics, we got the bloopers, we got the Cheep Cheeps, the Hucket Crabs, the Maw Ray, and Rip Van Fish. Unless the Maw Rays are the eels, then I guess they're in there. The Undead Horde, we have Booze, Bone Piranha Plant. Would Bone Goomba count as an undead troop? I guess. Drybone, Mr. I, and Peepa. Cool. And then Literal Rocks. I like how all of them are just Omp. Bomp, I do know Bomps. I know Flomps, Romps, Thwomps, Wallops, Wimps, and Womps. Not very creative, but you get the idea.
Use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
We'd be here forever jotting down the small fries, booze, Shy Guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but
King Boo does have magic. Kamek can transform troops into copies of Bowser. King Boo can grant intangibility to others and disable an opponent's powers. Jesus. that makes King Boo even more frightening, considering what he can potentially do in Luigi's Mansion. He could have done all that, and he probably did, and I just didn't notice. Yeah, and Kamek turns other people into Bowser. I mean, literally, Imposter Bowser is just a toady in Mario Party, so Yeah.
Who has battlefield control with illusions?
Yeah, he has
in
illusions,
dimensions,
right?
While Kamek focuses on
Yeah,
buffing-
that's right. He can. Yeah, he's so right. King Boo can literally destroy dimensions if you let him. Oh god, Bowser's troops are sounding frightening by the minute.
allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of
I like how he
items,
just
most
keeps
of the
talking
minions
about
can use
Mario
privilege
Party.
Power up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use
Tail
of
Goombas,
Tanuki tails,
Tanoombas.
and Bowser can really get into the cat role play. But as the Koopa Troop grew and grew, it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh, you mean like his kids, the Koopa League?
Koopa
They're
Leagues.
adopted.
What's the difference?
Adopted.
Good point. Bowser took them in and even trained them in dark magic.
Yep,
No
all
one's as
7 of them.
spoiled as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa Troop.
Yes.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his
The
escapades
Prince of
with
the
Shadow
Koopas.
Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That whole debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art class.
And I bet Bowser still has some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If
He
the
is.
fam's in trouble,
He
can
cares.
will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bullies tug and smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit.
Into the
Take
freaking.
into
Yep,
account
I
my
remember
path-
this. Yep, he smacked it. Oh man, he smacked an entire castle into orbit, and that's Peach's castle, which apparently weighs 61,372,830 tons. That's a lot. And then Mario Odyssey, Mario Celestial bodies are similar scale of our own. Cool. So the moon in the Mushroom Kingdom, or Moon Kingdom, I guess, it's the same as our moon.
In the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation.
Even without his giant size, Bowser scales to Mario, who can lasso celestial objects, freeze suns with the Ice Flower, and escape a black hole which requires faster than light speeds. Like, my god. Bowser is a force to be reckoned with.
Of stars, this isn't even close
Ugh.
to Bowser's full strength.
So don't.
That always right there, when I play Mario Odyssey and I see Bowser step on Mario's hat like that, that's got to be like the biggest FU in all of Nintendo. And when Bowser finally wins.
Bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's dark fury.
Bowser Fury.
Very steps cause widespread natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in one big turtle.
We're not even to the best part.
What if the
I
lottery
don't want to
is
see
on
the
your
best
phone?
part. I don't want to care about this
Real tickets.
ticket ads. I want to know more about my boy.
Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island
Into a storybook.
And remember those
And
painted
made
worlds in Mario's
yes, he made literally Mario 64 wasn't supposed to exist. When Mario was going through those paintings, those aren't real. Like, those are worlds Bowser made to hide Power Stars. Those are just plain paintings if he never showed up. He trapped everyone in the castle walls and paintings. Like, Bowser, my boy, what are you doing?
64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase.
And the
that
endless
goes
stairs.
On and on and on and on and on and on. Oh, God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the
Yeah,
Wonder
Arsenal. All right. Dreamstone, Flying Castles, the Galaxy Generator from Mario Galaxy, which also was destroyed and made a massive black hole. Remember that. The Koopa Clown Car, Power Stars and the Grand Stars, the Pure Hearts from Paper Mario, the flippin' Star Rod, the Wonder Flower, which honestly, the Wonder Flower is kind of a good one too, because the Wonder Flower is basically like anything can happen once you grab that thing. So when you grab a Wonder Flower, prepare your butt basically, because whatever, something's gonna happen. Power-ups, Cat Bell, the Double Cherry, the Metal Box, the soup. Yeah, anything that Mario has used, Bowser can use too. It's not just limited to Mario. Bowser or anyone can use them.
Flower. which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dreamstone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka
Lumas.
can become whole galaxies.
If
They also ferried Mario across the universe in
Oh man. Multiple Mario characters have performed similar universe-traversing feats, such as the Millennium Star from Mario Party 3, Dribble and Spits from WarioWare, and Prankster Comets. Yep, Prankster Comets. Yeah, Prankster Comets are like, they're extra challenges in Mario Galaxy, but once they hit a galaxy, it changes it up completely. Like, it's another reality-bending thing. Like, ugh.
3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
God.
The Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom.
Uh-huh.
And guess who showed up to ruin everything? It's a him.
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a
Yep,
chain reaction
that's exactly what I was referring to. It literally led to devastation. Literally destroyed everything.
destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space God, that
He's it.
Rosalina showed up.
Another fact. Rosalina survived this cosmic implosion and is implied to have witnessed multiple Big Bangs. Bowser has directly battled Rosalina in several games after the events of Mario Galaxy, suggesting a comparable level of power. So both Rosalina and Bowser have the same power level, technically. Good lord. Smash Bros is just a lot different now.
Up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving.
Yep.
He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this crazy OP fire turtle had to fight himself. Oh wait,
He already-
did,
yep, he
and
did.
Beat the hell out of him.
He did. Imagine him fighting himself and still beat. He still won. He beat a shadow version of himself that probably had twice the power and still won. Bowser's inside story has a lot to explain. He's conquered most of the universe twice. He harnessed the power of the Grand Stars. He flew to the sun and other galaxies. He lifted a 61,000-ton castle. Battled the extra-dimensional Culex, that's from our RPG. Survived being thrown across the planet. Helped Mario save the Mushroom Kingdom many times. And defeated Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Dementio, and Fawful. Yeah, his greatest enemies he's beaten at least once.
With all this power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes,
Technically.
but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So
He's a baddie through and through. Who will
Bowser.
teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa.
He's
Make
king
way
of the
for the
Koopa.
king.
He's king of the Koopas. Bowser.
this battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
Prize
Dang.
Picks is the best
Bowser
place
is
to get
wild.
real money sports
Man,
action.
I'll just skip this and we'll just go on. I'm pretty sure we'll just, yeah, that'll work, right? I don't want to go to this place. I want to know more about my friends, my villains.
$50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.
I don't even know what this is.
Prize Picks, run your game.
I'm good.
Citizens,
Yes.
lend me your ears.
Yes. Now we move on to my next favorite villain, Dr. Eggman. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. All official material related to characters apply. Okay, so... Oh, they were just going for each one. So this is from certain alternate media, theatrical releases, and crossovers, like Archie Sonic, are not applicable. Okay, so...
Imagine a world of endless possibility, where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting?
Too easy.
Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring
And
about
machinery.
global peace.
But Wiz, only a brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers.
Look at him.
He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
As a mad
Eggman.
scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik,
Gerald
who
Robotnik.
sought to create world peace
All
through
right.
technology.
We're going to look up his information too. Professor Gerald Robotnik. the greatest scientific genius of all time and the creator of Shadow. Unlike his grandson, Dr. Eggman, he was driven by benevolent ambitions. He designed the space colony arc in a variety of devices that could use the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, his grandfather was a good guy until the tragic of Maria, and that's what turned him into evil, which is such a sad tale. It is.
But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun.
They're freaking called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely
Eggy.
narcissist because all his family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo!
Oh, it's his cousin. I was trying to figure out what the relation between Eggman and Maria was, but yeah, I even asked Robert. He's the Sonic boy in our group, so he knows all about Sonic and Sega stuff. So I asked him, like, what was the relation between Eggman and Maria? I just wanted to know, but they're cousins. I never really knew my cousin Maria. Everyone spoke of her like she was very special. All that love for someone who was gone when I was right there. Holy man. He got jealous of Maria real quick and he didn't even know her.
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of conquering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately craved.
Desperately craved.
Tomato.
You just said it the same way twice.
He aimed to establish Eggman Land.
Eggman Land. Yep, that was his prime thing. Eggman Land. All right, full name. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Age over 50 years. He's 6'1". Ha, I'm taller. I am. And family, Gerald Robotnik, that's his granddaughter. His grandfather. Maria Robotnik, that's his cousin. Eggman Nega is his descendant, because he'll be the ancestor, which also Eggman Nega doesn't like. Eggman Nega hates Eggman because of the bad name that he's been given. Sage. I don't know who Sage is still. I don't know who. That's been a name that's been thrown around, but yeah, I don't know who Sage is. Don't tell me who it is either. I know I've been told it's in the new Sonic game, like Sonic Frontiers. That's it. That's all I know. Don't spoil it for me. I still haven't played the game. Occupation. CEO of Eggman Industries, Meteor Tech, and various casinos. Yeah, Eggman owns a lot of casinos. A lot of them. Like, every Sonic game, you gotta have at least one casino level. Hobbies, archaeology, history, and woodworking. Huh, woodworking. Never knew that. Favorite food. Egg dogs, egg candy, anything egg, poppin' acorn, and this delicious banana. I was just about to consume this delicious banana. Wonderful Sonic X reference. He loves himself, Agent Stone, and his daughter. I would love to see Agent Stone in more stuff, like in game-wise. He hates that hedgehog. Cuss that blasted hedgehog. And cold soup. Alright.
A capital of science. And this paradise would have worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right,
For
that
years,
blue
Eggman's
pin cushion.
plans literally blew up in his face. And he's a very sore loser.
But just
He
like
is.
any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
Right,
He's
more
created plenty of
more
knickknacks
things.
to terrorize the world with.
I love him.
A cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones.
Egg
invented
carrier.
a spatial displacement trap.
What
which,
is this? Ha! My trap separated you and your precious Wispin from normal space. You can't touch me. Look at his shadow, dude. I love his smile. Like, one of my favorite things of Eggman is his wicked smile. That sinister, like, grin. And also his logo, too. Like, the facial logo. It sends me a Twitter. I have the latest, greatest version right here. A trip through one of these should scatter your atoms into oblivion. My boy. I want to be part of the Eggman Empire, please.
while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which
I remember the
transfers
metal
organic
virus.
tissue into living metal zombies.
Yeah, I do remember the metal virus. I remember seeing something about that. I think Robert mentioned that to me, what the metal virus was. I gotta read that book again.
It's so deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not
That's a
duping you
whoopsie.
with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile.
Eggmobile.
It's lightweight for maneuverability.
That's basically
but
the clown
tough
car.
enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean, it's kind of
The Sonic Encyclopedia confirms the Hypergo on Black Hole. The Hypergo on Black Hole had an event horizon and the wisp energy compromising it manipulated gravity. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so the Eggmobile can do some stuff.
Lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg
Death Egg Robot.
Whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of
Good
rock
lord.
in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a
Egg
long
Robo,
list of
Egg
combat
Hornet, Egg
situations.
Wyvern,
Some look
Egg
like knights,
Emperor,
others use
Egg
extraterrestrial
Wisp
sources
Armor,
like the
Mega.
wisps, and then there's the orbital
The Death
pieces,
Egg.
like the Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg.
Oh yeah, the
which
Death
can
Egg is
annihilate
wild.
Stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Egg
Hell
Dragoon,
yeah.
yeah. This dude made so many mechs and robots. And the cool part thing about Eggman's like robots and anything else mechanic wise, he makes those in like days. Like things that would take someone years to create, Eggman can make in a single day. He's just that dedicated and that smart to concoct something like that. Like the Egg Dragoon, the Egg Wyvern, the Egg Hornet, like the Egg Viper, like all of these. Big Arms, Death Egg, Orbital Station, and the final Egg Blaster, the Death Egg Robot, the E-Mech, Egg Dragoon, the Egg Emperor, and the Eggmobile. Good. And yeah, he can attach his Eggmobile into the bigger Eggmo robots, like a plug, sort of.
Rawest of the battle mechs. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of bullets. My God, Wiz.
My God, he is freaking out. The Egg Salamander, powered by soul emeralds and create spatial rifts. The Egg Wizard, made with the power of the jeweled scepter. The Egg Viper, the Egg Wyvern, the Nego Wisp Armor, and Time Eater, which is from Generations, which he also had the help of his past self to make that. So that's 2 Eggmen. W Villains, W Fun. Know what I'm saying?
I need it.
And don't forget,
I
Eggman
need
built
it.
all of these things himself.
Yes.
Maybe world domination is in his
All of
grasp.
this by himself.
Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
No wife.
Come on,
This
yes,
man.
friends.
No wife. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. As the name implies, Dr. Eggman is a doctor that looks like an egg. As well as having an unfeasibly high IQ of 300, Eggman is a romanticist, a feminist, and a self-professed gentleman. Sadly, his charms are often difficult to spot through the abominable laughter that accompanies his maniacal declarations of world domination. Sonic is always finding ways to stop his diabolical plots. But as with all great arch enemies, Eggman now sees Sonic as more of a rival than a threat.
I mean,
All right.
He's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not.
I'm a feminist, proceeds to put a gun to a woman's head. Oh yeah, there's Infinite too. Sonic Forces. Didn't he make the Phantom Ruby?
Infinite. Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Right, that's
Obviously,
exactly what he
Eggman
did.
has a tough time collaborating with others. So
Yeah.
he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers. Buzz bombers,
Egg pawns.
meets caterpillars, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little motobugs.
Motobugs.
The Badniks may seem simple,
That's
but
so
they're
hilarious.
led by
I love
the
'em.
multi-talented
I do adore the
unit,
egg
the
bots.
Hard-boiled heavies.
The hard-boiled
Really leaning into
heavies.
the egg thing, huh?
The army has a wide
Yeah, he has a lot. The Eggman Empire. Leaders. Decoy. Infinite. Metal Sonic. Yeah, Metal Sonic's like, I think he even said it himself, is like one of his greatest creations. Orbot and Cubot. His 2 little robot henchmen. Sage. Badniks. Batbot. Buzz Bomber. Caterkiller. Chopper. Coconuts. Hey, that's the monkey. Crab Meat. Egg Robo. Hataru. Hataru is, I think, the black chow looking dude from Sonic X. Jaws, Motobug, Orbinaut, Rexon, Valkyne, and the Super Batniks, Death Crab, Hard Boiled Heavies, which is the Heavy King, Heavy Gunner, Heavy Shinobi, Heavy Magician, Heavy Rider. Wasn't there one more? I think I listed them all. I think so. Ladybug Boss, Uber Caterkiller, the E series. Ah, I love that. E series is one of my favorites of he ever made. E101 Beta, E102 Gamma, E103 Delta, E104 Epsilon, E105 Zeta, and E123 Gamma. But he kind of is on his own little path right now. E121 Phi, E1000, and then E20000R. Metal series. We got Mecha Sonic, Mecha Knuckles, Tailstall? Huh. I didn't realize he was a robot. Rocket Metal, Shadow Android. Oh, the egg pawns are the best. I love the egg pawns. Egg pawns are my favorite. The egg bishops, egg chasers, egg hammer, egg knight, and egg pawn. And then we got the egg fleet. Egg carrier, the final fortress, the mecha gunships, and the sky fortress. Yep. I know all of these actually, so that's good.
Variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot.
Orbot and
Their
Cubot.
Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not scratching.
Oh, I love Scratch and Grounder.
That's why he's made top-notch bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite
Metal
robot
Sonic.
maker, Metal Sonic.
Metal
Sonic
Sonic.
has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the
Yeah,
moves and
that's
speed
like
of
literally Metal Sonic is honestly another right-hand man to Eggman. Like Metal Sonic is so cool. He is. I love him. In Sonic CD, Sonic dodges light beams from Hotaru's, and the Japanese manual states that he must reach light speed to use the game's time travel mechanic. Sonic also outpaces light speed Cyan Wisp in Sonic Colors DS. Yeah, that is true. In Sonic CD, that was the whole thing. Like, you had to go time travel. You had to go faster than light speed. I do remember that.
Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better.
Yep. Eggman repaired me. Remove the rebelliousness from my coding. Lord Eggman, repaired me. But you know this. We've clashed since then. He decided to upgrade me to this form once again. I was to be his greatest weapon in the final battle. Oh man. Metal is dangerous.
Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo form,
Neo Metal
can
Sonic.
copy biological data, including
Yup,
unique
that's
powers
right. He did do that in Sonic Heroes. All life form data has been copied. Oh man.
like Shadow's time stop technique, chaos control.
He could even copy Silver's psychokinesis, and with enough chaos energy, he powers up into
Metal
Super
Madness.
Neo Metal Sonic.
Though everything would change with the appearance of the Phantom Ruby, one of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal. The
Yeah, he keeps
Phantom
getting
Ruby
that thing.
alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically, super.
So it's basically like the Wonder Flower, technically. The Phantom Ruby can create pocket dimensions, such as null space and the egg field. Eggman invented prototype copies of the Ruby, which require enormous levels of power to operate, which he did in Sonic Forces, I believe, no?
For OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King!
And when
Go
used
off,
on the
King.
planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form. Yep, apparently Super Eggman is canon.
Yep, Super Eggman. Oh man. The cognitive friction energy flying in from all over the world is perceived by this antenna, reflected gently and gathered at the tip of the glass tower in the center. The energy that converged there was then descent intermittently and stored in succession in the bulging portion at the base of the tower. The three of them covered with their heads with their hands, not having any time to pay attention to the anomaly around them. Eggman's triumphant voice descended from above them. Ho ho ho! Were you shocked as you watched and heard all that? This is the miracle of my ultimate weapon, Egg Field. It really is a modified Phantom Ruby prototype, just as I thought. If I put this on, I'll have power once again. This is an otherworldly space where I can change the world line that failed me a long time ago because I was a little careless, into the proper one that won't. I can even overwrite the memories of this planet, and all who live on it. Yep, Eggman, Super Eggman was a thing. With the Phantom Ruby prototype and weeks of preparation, Super Eggman could manipulate memories, fight on par with Super Sonic, and summon imitations of other monsters and worlds, such as Perfect Chaos and Green Hill. Yeah, so Super Eggman could literally, he was basically Doctor Strange.
Though it is pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's
Mask
used
the
the
Jeweled
Jeweled
Scepter.
Scepter
Oh,
to
that's
make
Sonic
the
Rush.
world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion,
Sonic Rush is a game I don't know of, unfortunately. Arsenal, Cloning Device, Chaos Emeralds, Dark Rings, Egg Field, Hyper Go On, Jetpack, Jeweled Scepter, Laser Guns, the Metal Virus, Mind Control Ray, Nightmare Fuel, the Phantom Ruby, the Shrink Ray, the Soul Emeralds, Spatial Disruption Trap, Superform, which is Lightman, Teleporters, Time Reversal Machine. A lot of time stuff when it comes to Eggman, actually.
he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built
So, if I'm thinking about this right, Bowser has reality, Eggman has time. I don't like this.
and built and built, and eventually he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage is already
Well, I
super
guess it's getting
powerful,
spoiled
but
for
now
me.
She's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And
What the heck?
you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
Sage was Eggman's saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of...
Egg memo. Sage told me the funniest joke during her report. How fast can Sonic screw up? Instantly. He's the fastest thing alive. I tell you, she's a chip off the old block. Well, for a program, I mean. It's not like she's alive or family or... Huh. Alright.
daughter.
So, like any good
So this could... I guess Sage is technically like the Bowser Jr. to him.
daddy gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can only
I
be
still know
described
nothing
as
from this.
fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can
Yeah. So I still don't know jack squat about Sonic Frontiers. Even seeing all that, I'm still in the dark. So no spoilers, please, for Sonic Frontiers. Conquered most of the planet once. Yeah, that's true. Harnessed the power of the Chaos Emeralds. He broke the moon with the Eclipse Cannon. Eggmobile flew into the moon in seconds. Yikes. Destroyed the Guardian Unit of Nations. He destroyed Gun. Led some beloved villains in Zavok. No one talks about the Deadly Six. He's helped Sonic save the world. He defeated Sonic, Tails, Starline, and Gemarel? It's the yellow robot. I know that for sure.
continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who
Oh, that's from Sonic 06. In Sonic Rush, the Chaos Emeralds could have destroyed the universe when reacting to the Soul Emeralds. Also, Superforms utilizing Chaos scale above the speed of the Paradox Prism and Time Eater destroying the universe in less than 10 seconds. Ow. See, and that's what makes me upset, like mad about the Chaos Emeralds, is that if these gems are literally so much power, I hate that they can be found almost anywhere. That's the thing what irks me about Sonic games. Especially Sonic Adventure in particular. Like, when Tails was trying to fly his plane, and then he shows him the Chaos Emerald, he's like, I just got this from somewhere. You're like, where? What? Like, I hate that these things are so easy to find. And the more times when they get used, and they're split apart and across the whole world, they're hidden in plain sight, for God's sake.
Destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
It's funny though, while Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved.
Right.
In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Huh. Nah.
Always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
He's got the master plan. Dr. Eggman. Oh god, they both sound so good. I respect both of you. Take over the world. I don't care which one. I don't care which one. Bowser or Eggman, I'll take it.
Wiz, you gotta help me.
What happened now?
I'm addicted to Marvel Snap.
You mean today's sponsor, the collectible card game? The one with
Oh,
everyone's
it's a
favorite
card
Marvel
game.
characters?
I was wondering what Marvel Snap was. I keep hearing about Marvel Rivals, more importantly. But let's just move on. We'll move on. As much as I want to hear them.
Data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle.
Oh god. Oh god. I can't wait. Aw. Look at them. Operation Catfish was successful.
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke.
Look at you. Trying to take over the Mushroom Kingdom? Bowser's like, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Dude, look at him go. Oh. Oh, the Dragoon. Of course, it's a dummy.
Toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better.
I see Toads do better.
This power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
Oh, now time for the illusions. Oh, he got rid of like half his peeps. No, really? Look at King Boo's like, really? He's like, I can do that too, buddy. The Phantom Ruby. Get it. Get it. Go, Charging Chuck. Oh, the Elite Trio. Oh, that's awesome. That the Elite Trio and Cubot and Orbot, they scrapped. That was good. Like the dumb minions. Metal. Get it. Oh, he threw Broggy. Ah! Chance time! Oh god. Oh, he took it. The blocks. Phantom Bowser. Oh! He's that.
All according to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto. Ready to
Thumbs up.
update?
As you command.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Don't make Bowser bad. Go time. Look at him, he's furious. He's mad. Fury Bowser. Oh. I like how they just immediately got into it. Ow, ow. Nice. Summon the fight. Oh, come back, no. Come back. Shadow Mario. Oh, that's his son. That's his son. Don't, that's... Yeah, that's crossing the line. When you hurt his son, that's crossing the line.
Your hands off my...
Oh my goodness. That's a straight up hyper beam. Oh, metal. Oh god, it's a black hole.
The Death Egg! Max power!
Yeah, at least they... Oh, here comes the Death Egg. Run! Oh man. Oh, dang it, tore off his skin. He just turned into dry Bowser. Yep, dry Bowser. Look at him. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at him having a run. Oh.
So long, Doctor.
Hey, oh my god, Bowser won! He said, so long, Doctor. He turned the Death Egg into a question block. Oh man, and smacked him into oblivion. Dude. That was so good. And now he's forced his people to, he forced Eggman's army to join Bowser's minions.
This war was not an easy one to win.
Dang.
Which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down.
Dang.
And this one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
Please
First
do.
up is physical stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon.
Dang, yeah, Bowser knocked every single robot to pieces. Bowser's space-traveling vehicles matched the speed of Eggman's vehicles. Both had arguments for incalculable speeds given equal levity. Both potentially scale above dimension manipulation feats from Intasma, Culex, Eraser Jin, and Void. Okay.
Or the Death Egg robot.
The Death Egg robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The
Right.
Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
Bowser's holes are
he
bigger.
had stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and
Bowser's army resisted Fawful's mind control spray, thus Colt could resist Eggman's similar tech. Yes, Bowser's minions have it's proven in Bowser's minions for Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and the 3DS remake, and I think Bowser Jr.'s Journey as well, where you play as Bowser's minions like a Goomba or Bowser Jr., which there's like this unknown enemy party that takes control of the Goombas and the Koopas. But when you're playing as that main character, the spray kind of like doesn't work on them because of their ample spirit for Bowser. That's basically it. Like their hype, their spirit.
alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he
Yeah,
wins
he's not-
the war
yeah.
of attrition.
He's not even a robot. I like how since his skin tore off and he became Dry Bowser, I like when he turned his head forward. Like, you thought I was done?
Even had counters for battle enders like the Metal Virus and Spatial Displacement Trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely,
Yeah.
most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a
Frog.
frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in
Power, intelligence.
Definitely not for intelligence.
Eggman,
Come on,
yeah,
you have a
Eggman's definitely
4-digit
smart.
IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot, usually. Just
Yeah,
really,
Bowser's a
really
goof.
clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
Trump
As in,
cards.
items so powerful they could decide the entire
He
outcome.
he straight up inhaled the Grand Star, I think it was all Grand Stars too, and he shot a massive beam, all because he hurt Bowser Jr. Metal hurt Bowser Jr. and completely obliterated him because of it. See, don't mess with Bowser's son. Like if you see Bowser Jr., pretty sure Bowser's right around the corner.
On their own.
The Phantom Ruby was...
All right. Achieving Super Eggman and the Egg Field required weeks of energy gathering and a modified Phantom Ruby prototype. Bowser using the Wonder Flower could warp reality at a universal range in a shorter time. Bowser can also warp stars without power-ups. Also, Super Eggman was countered by positive chaos energy, which shares similarities with the pure hearts. Yep, pure hearts are mostly like positive things. Sort of like the power stars too, technically. So yeah, it would have knocked out Eggman's chaos stuff because that's all negative things.
Super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possession.
Dreamy Bowser.
Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars.
So can the Grand
Arguably
Star.
Not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options.
The Star Rod.
So the safest
Oh,
bet is
man.
to call this category.
He used the Star Rod. I like the alternate scenes, what could have been. The Pure Hearts counter the Time Eater and Paradox Prism, as they can restore space and time and nullify destructive forces like the Chaos Heart. Yep, all because of love. That's all it is. These could scale to their multiverses, which are theoretically infinite in scope, sharing similar cosmological interpretations based on statements from both series. Yeah, so the Pure Hearts are something to be reckoned with, man. You people gotta appreciate Super Paper Mario more. Just because of this, I expect an apology to Super Paper Mario.
A tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop.
It did.
The Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades: teamwork and loyalty.
Which is something Bowser's minions definitely have. With like all of them, they are loyal to a T.
Terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will.
Eggman has been betrayed by Shadow, Chaos, Metal Sonic, Mecha Sonic, Mecha Knuckles, Gamma, Omega, Gamarel, the Deadly Six, the Hard-Boiled Heavies, Starline, Trip, Eggman Nega, Mother Wisp, Infinite, and more. Yikes. Yeah, as compared to Bowser, he has teamed up with some like minions, but honestly, he's the one that actually been doing like the betraying when it came to Bowser. Bowser's the one that betrays, but when it comes to like him allying with people, they've done some solid work. So yeah, Eggman's not the greatest with people.
Hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him.
Right, they
Train
care
really
for
hard
him.
to cover each other's weak points,
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't
I like how Metal Sonic did like knock off King Boo's crown and made him like shy. Bowser Jr., Kamek, and King Boo could cross between dimensions, countering Sage and Infinite, banishing them to cyberspace or null space. King Boo possessed EGAD's technology, a form of paranormal invasion Sage has never encountered. Yeah, so if King Boo, all King Boo had to do was take Sage into his world, and she would have no idea what's going on.
that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted, canceling Metal Sonic
Yeah,
power.
Kamek is wild. Unlike Eggman's finite and randomizing force jewels, Kamek's magic has a few limits and uses and affects multiple targets at once. Kamek can also disable an opponent's ability to use any items or transmute entire arsenals. All Magic Koopas can cast debuffing and status affecting magics. Yes, they do. Magic Koopas are like, they can get kind of chaotic if you leave them in Paper Mario. They will. They will mess with you.
Stealing the Phantom Ruby and potentially swapping the Chaos.
Yeah, I like if he
for
put the Mario
huge
Party in there.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use
Dang. Sage's knowledge of the Titans relied on her data augmented by the Ancients. As of Mario and Luigi Brothership, Bowser's army numbers well over 98 million. Without data on the Koopa Troop, it's unlikely Sage could compute a surefire strategy against an innumerable amount of power-up permutations. Yeah, so she probably would have had no idea what to do against Bowser's troop, so she would have zero idea how to go against a Goomba.
any Mario power-up item.
Or the items, too.
billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king.
He tried.
He's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is
Bowser.
Next time on Death Battle.
Bowser. The winner is Bowser. Mario for the win as always. As much as I love me some Sonic, it's kind of nice to see Bowser in my Mario corner, you know? It's always nice to see that all the time. All right, well, we're gonna just leave that down and just... Whew! Oh boy, that was insane. That legit was insane. Oh man, thank you guys for the recommendation. Honestly, that was awesome. Holy moly. Whew. That kept me on the edge of my seat. Man, I wish I had some popcorn to eat to that. Just seeing the fight, the battle, oh my goodness. Whew. That was something. That was something to look at. Anyone got a cigarette after that? Like, you know? Whoa, it's hot in here now. My God, Bowser for the win, baby. I mean, like I said, I was neutral, but again, I was sort of leaning toward the Mario aspect because Mario's my baby. He always has been and always will be. So that was truly beautiful to see. But Eggman did put up a good fight too. It was beautiful. I'm just gonna say Robert might not like it, unfortunately, but that's if he sees the death battle. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below so you can check this video out for yourself. Subscribe to Death Battle if you want to. They deserve it. The love, the animation, the analysis. Oh man, that was legit. It's been a while since I've seen Death Battle, so seeing that again, oh my God, that got my blood pumping. So until then, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Also, comment and subscribe to get new feed on videos and become a member of the Koopa Crew today. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky so you can recommend any other fidget games or reactions you want me to see, or chat, your preference. Also, if you subscribe, be sure to tap that bell to get new notifications on videos so you'll never miss an upload from me ever again. But that's going to be it from Amateur Theater. The theater is now closing. Take your sodas, your popcorns, and get the heck out. And I gotta clean up after you little dudes and little lovelies and ladies and men and women and all the place. So until then, have a nice day, have a nice night. Amateur is out. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay cuckoo crazy, and I shall see you in the next episode. Peace.